What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It's Lieutenant Sal Blue. So, listen, I'm gonna get right into my podcast tonight, and I'm gonna take care of what I need to take care of when it comes to giving value. I started off my podcast earlier today, and when I started off, I was just on a walk, right? And I was on a walk, and I was talking about my job, how my job used to be, and how I learned some of the qualities that I now hold true to my life, right? Which are being fair, firm, and consistent when it comes to people and judging people and just dealing with people. So I'm gonna get right into my podcast today, and my podcast started off with being fair, firm, and consistent, and I think that's a good premise to talk about and to go with and place to run from. So here we go, guys. Let's talk about it. What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It is Lieutenant Sal Blue, 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of the top 25 mistakes en route to the good life, coming at you with the second half of this podcast, guys. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something, right? My podcast is about being fair, firm, and consistent. Earlier today, and I was talking about how you go through life judging people based on what everybody else says about them, right? And that is like the lowest hanging fruit, and that's the easy way to judge people. That's the easy way to go through your life, and you don't have to spend extra energy, right, judging people or figuring out who this person is or who that person is. You just go on the little sugar-coated information that people give you, right? And so that is probably what the biggest problem is when it comes to people not getting along, people having a difficult time understanding one another. So in understanding one another, what I realized was that a lot of times when you have a problem with somebody that you don't know, it is because of false information. All right, false information that somebody else has put into you, right? Downloaded into your mind or your life, and instead of you checking the validation of that information, what do? You just lazily go about accepting that, okay, into your mind, and that is how you react to that individual. So that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem in life, and that becomes a problem in relationships, and that becomes a problem when dealing with people. Now, on a large scale, it is about like race and religion, and I talked about that earlier. But let's break it down to even smaller level. Let's break it down to male and female, right? And how you feel about a male and a female when it comes to life, right? If you're a woman, how do you feel about men? What has been downloaded into your mind that you think about men, right? How you feel about men is going to determine how all of your relationships with men are going to turn out. Period. It is what you downloaded into your mind, not based on fact, but based on a generalization of what you feel about men, right? Same with men as opposed to women, right? What has been downloaded into your mind is how you treat women and how you react to women and how you go about all of your relationships when it comes to women in your life. It is what somebody else downloaded into your mind, and so now all of your relationships are based on that particular download. And so then you go about your life gathering information based on the false information that was given to you, that was downloaded into your mind, that generalization. So that is not good. So let's make that clear. That is not good, right? So what you need to do is, and this is hard work, guys. This is hard work. What you need to do is you need to begin to evaluate individuals, okay, on, right? Okay, this may be foreign to you guys, on an individual basis. That's right. Every single person that you deal with in life needs to be dealt with on an individual basis based on the information that they give you, based on how they treat you and how they act to you and how you react to them. So a lot of times, right? A lot of times when you are dealing with relationships with people, instead of taking something that somebody said to you about men and trying to relate it to your relationship, right? Why don't you, right, instead of being lazy, take the time to have a conversation with the individual and find out exactly where that individual's mindset is at and exactly how that individual is going to react and exactly how they react in relationship to you, and then determine from that point on how that relationship is going to go. Now you have what you have done for yourself. If you have chosen an intelligent path in order to move forward in that relationship, right? An intelligent path. Because let me tell you guys, an intelligent path is based on your evaluation of the situation with a particular individual in order to move forward with that individual. So you can choose to move forward with that individual if the path seems okay, favorable to both of you, or you can choose to terminate that relationship with that individual if that path seems to be unfavorable. Now, when you do this, this can make a difference to how your life turns out, guys. This can make a huge difference to how your life turns out. And so relationships and all types of relationships, by the way, guys, help you to develop when it comes to exceeding in life, right, or regressing in life, depending on where you're going and what you're doing and how you're doing it. And so I always talk about the importance of relationships. The importance of relationships, it is more than just your relationship. It is how intelligent you go about dealing with those relationships in your life, right? It is so important to deal with each relationship in your life with extreme intelligence. Extreme intelligence. Now, the reason why I say extreme intelligence is because relationships determine how your life is going to turn out. So if you're going to have a good life or a bad life, it is 100% going to be based upon the relationships that you develop with people. So if you don't learn how to develop proper relationships based on facts, based on concrete evaluations of people that you deal with, then every relationship that you deal with is going to be based on false information. It's going to be based on assumptions. So you can't go through life basing your relationship on assumptions, because you won't have a whole relationship. And that is what I'm trying to help you guys to develop. I'm trying to get you guys to develop a whole relationship with people. So you can develop a whole relationship with people when you actually know who you're dealing with, right? Who you're dealing with and what is our relationship to each other. And I think that is very, very important. As a matter of fact, that is vital, okay, to moving forward in your life, right? Is to determine, okay, where you're at in a relationship with an individual. And that individual could be your friend. That individual could be a romantic interest. That individual could be your boss. It can be your co-worker. Okay? It can be somebody, your acquaintance. Right? But each individual in that process